Et bienvenue à tous pour l'interview.
So welcome for the interview of Aquarius by Kleber, Mendoça, Filho. Hello, Kleber. Thank you so much for coming along, and thank you for bringing this wonderful actress, Sonia Braga. We're thrilled to have you here in Cannes, have you back. What's it like for you? I mean, you've already been to Cannes in the 1980s for Kiss of the Spider-Woman, for instance. What's it like to come back to Cannes today? And you've been here for Cannes Classics too. Do you like the festival?
Yes, Cannes for me is a city in my life. I started coming here in the 80s, and I keep coming and coming and coming, and I only can hope that I'll be here when I'm like 80, 90 years old, or complete my 100 years old here. Why not? I think it would be movies by then.
Oh, j'espère que je serai là aussi.
And I hope I'll be here too to welcome you.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a deal.
On est d'accord avec ce deal, ok. On fonctionne comme ça.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So this time it's a film in competition. Kleber, she's a woman who is fighting to keep her flat, as if it was just her own life. I mean, it's the name of the film. It's the name of the building. It could have been called Clara, no? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree, because the film is very much centered on Sonia's character, which is Clara, of course. But I always saw the building as a character in the film, and I even think that in some shots it looks very sad, you know. And in some other shots, I think the building looks a little happier and almost like a person. And the interesting thing is, and this is something that we discussed, both Clara and the building, they have about the same age, and they're under some kind of threat of extinction. And yeah, but Clara is front stage in the film.
Justement,
how did you, what relationship did you have with the building itself, with your apartment, with your flat? Because everything is there for you. She can't lose it, because otherwise she would crumble too.
Yes. For me, it's like Kleber says, you know, the building is not just the building. You know, if you put a crane and you go up and up and up and up and up, you know, it is the world, is a country. Brazil is a state, is a city, and there's a neighborhood, and there's the building neighborhood, and there's this woman inside of this apartment in this building. So it's much bigger what's going to happen. It looks like it's about a building with a woman inside of it, but the threat that comes from outside in, you know, that's the story is going to be about. And so I think everybody one time in their lifetime, they felt it somehow, this threatened. Just came to my mind, don't marry this man. Why? I love him. You know, the kind of thing that happens in the people's day-by-day life. You know, all the wrong advices that people give to you, because in certain way, probably they will benefit from that. So Clara is a person that realizes that she wants something, and nobody has the right to move her from the rights that she has as a citizen, as a woman, as everything. So her life is that building, and actually she has, across the building, she has the whole ocean. That's where she cleanses all this bad stuff that happens to her every day, and she has her friend there to help her with that.
Oui, le maître nageur, effectivement, qui l'accompagne.
You've got the swimming, the lifeguard there, and when I hear you talking about this resistant character, I think, well, when did you think about her, Kleber? When did the idea come to choose this actress? Because she's amazing. You couldn't imagine, in fact, anybody else doing it today. And what was it like for you?
I gathered some friends on some Friday night. And we were drinking and
Et
eating,
on
and
buvait, on mangeait.
Pedro Sotero, one of
Et
the two
Pedro
photographers
Sotero,
in the film,
un des deux photographes du
he
film,
suggested Sonia, and it just felt like the perfect name. We got obsessed with the idea in about an hour, and we managed to get the script to Sonia in about 3 days. And she got back to us very quickly also because she seemed to connect with the script. And yes, you're right. I think the film pretty much belongs to her, and I'm just very happy that it all worked out and we made the film together, because now Sonia is also a friend.
I think today I talk and I found, I didn't tell you yet, maybe the perfect image, because Clara comes from someplace, I come from someplace else, but it's like the water that meet and merge. It's like, maybe Clara is the ocean and I'm like the waterfall, and we meet together and we became one. And when I was thinking about this, it became more strange even when I thought about Brazilian religion, African Brazilian religion, that these two forces is the Iemanjá lives in the ocean, and Oxum, this is the two entity in the Brazilian African religion, lives in the sweet water. So they are two women. So it's like they come together. And the father of them is the fighters. So, in a way, today, talking about this movie became like almost like a tale about forces in the power of the nature. It's I just figured that out today. I'm sorry I didn't tell you this earlier.
No, we never
très beau.
talked about this, but I wanna know more.
Okay, I'll tell you more later.
Mais c'est très beau ce que vous nous dites. C'est vrai qu'il y a une
Well, you
force.
said it's beautiful. I mean, there is a spiritual force in this film. Do you agree with that, Kleber?
Well, I really believe in vibe, I think the vibe for this film is a vibe of energy and defense and survival, and sometimes you spend a lot of energy trying to survive, and it's just part of life, but it gets you tired also, and that was one of the ideas behind the script and behind the story with Sonia's character. Her attempts at defending herself and defending the place where she lives, and her survival actually makes her excited. Actually gives her new energy. As much as it takes away energy, it also gives her energy, and that's one of the ideas behind the script, and which Sonia understood very, very well.
Recife est une ville magnifique quand vous la.
Recife is a wonderful film, a wonderful place, a wonderful city when you film it. It's extraordinary. But, for you, it had to take place in this city for Clara.
That's where I live, that's where I work. I know Recife and its secrets. Of course, I could have done the film in maybe São Paulo, or I don't know, maybe Barcelona, but it would be a completely different film. Because when you live in a city for so long, it's like I said, its secrets, and it's really great to be able to expose a city's or a place's secrets in cinema, because the camera sees them, and if the idea comes across to the viewer, I always find it as a viewer a fascinating experience to discover a city through cinema. So for me, it was very natural that I should use the city where I live in and where I work.
Bravo à tous les deux. Merci.
Well, congratulations, both of you. Well done, Sonia. Thank you very much for answering our questions, for this moment of spirituality and this discovery of Afro-Brazilian myths.
Yeah.
Final word?
I just thought about that because it's a really Brazilian thing, but I believe that our problems right now is more real than the religion. So, it's just the image, because it's really powerful, it's really Brazilian. But right now we have to see life as very concrete.
Yes.
And the what we have ahead of us is going to be hard,
Right.
but we're going to be doing the best to be really perfect, and democracy would go on, right?
That's what I hope too.
Et je vous le souhaite parce qu'il y a effectivement d'autres
Well, I
combats
hope so,
à
because there are
mener
other
aujourd'hui,
fights to fight
au Brésil,
in Brazil.
pour ce film.
So
Courage
well done for
pour,
this film.
pour la
Congratulations
suite de la vie brésilienne,
for
plus généralement.
this
Merci beaucoup.
for Brazilian life in
Aquarius,
general as well.
Kleber,
Thank
Mendoza,
you,
Filho,
Kleber, Mendoza, Filho,
Sonia,
and Sonia Braga.